Been in the light band. Coming from the mom from the audio. I'm really sick of being broke. Everybody's a joke. They always blowing smoke. People always losing. Always losing hope. Back to restriction. Now I'm losing rope. Back to the game. I'm a monorail. Been doing stints and I'm a send to hell. What it really costs. Everybody lift me, but I've been a boss. I come in the game just like Rick Ross. In the game, y'all usually tell me stuff I'm abusing B. Y'all never get used to me. Back up on the game with my back forward. Back up against the wall. Put my hands up and I'm a Duke first. Coming in like Lucifer. Everybody not used to what I used to do. Used to want to do the mood and I'm a beating dude. Burn live, y'all, marijuanically, keeping you connected, hashtagging these red eyes. I'm trying to change the viewers I read to keep underage smoking off of social media. I be killing myself for your entertainment, sitting here with my friends and family, starting a cannabisation, or better yet, a conversation with you. Welcome to the Blurring Live Show. I know it's been a long time. I miss you guys too. I know. I want to know why my screen looking so small. Welcome to another Brown Live Show. Man, I know there's been a lot of things going off in the news. We got the Diddy trial dropping more dates. You got Elon Musk and Trump beefing. You have the Democratic Party fighting amongst each other, where they're selling books, selling out each other. We have court cases, other court cases where just have some of the strangest stories. You also got this one guy. I'm gonna show some of his short videos, that I want to speak to some of my spiritual friends and family that's out there in the world. Um, Let me straighten this out real quick. Okay, so I say this. I'm gonna start the show off like this. First, how you doing, C. Marie? Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna start the show off by saying that this time and era where I feel like we're living in is the rediscoverment of who we are, what we're going through, what's going on in life, what's going on in situation. I think this is a start of a new financial boom in a life in America, depending on your status and situation. If you're trying to get into the booming of making money, I think this is a good time, a very good time. I've been on social media a lot in these TikTok streets, conversation in different groups, trying to get a idea of how people see America, especially here in America. Now, you do understand in TikTok streets, you do get a lot of different countries, but a lot of people out here, do looking at it's looking at America right now as very corrupted, demonic, transforming into things that they don't believe in or they wasn't raised in values. You also are starting to see that I don't want to say afraid. I think that's like a real bad terminology to use. But I have seen that people are in this fearful, spiritual. I'm only going to defend and fight for myself. I'm not really about my neighbor. For instance, for an example, I was in this group. We was talking. This lady came in. I made a sarcastic joke towards James the Lone Star Madden, and this lady got offensive. She was like, "Don't do that. You don't do that. That's your brother. He's your brother. He may not be your brother from the same mother, but he's your brother. We don't put down each other. We don't do that, especially when we're the same skin color." Okay. So I took the chastising, right? I took it on the chin. I'm like, boy, you know what I'm saying? It was a boxing ring. I would have got 2 piece. Bow, bow, real quick, real fast, real fast, real quick. So later on in the story, down the line, we was talking and she was like, in these day and age and times of what's going on, especially with the president in office, she feel fearful like we're gonna go to war. And she used other terms, but in meanings that we're going to war. And yet again, she alluded to yet again, she's going to save herself and not her friends and not help protect those of the same skin color when it came down to this so-called future that she sees that's coming upon her. I was like, that's crazy that you see the future and what has come for, but you don't want to help your brethren. I was just like, I'm curious. And
Yeah,
then
what's that about?
I'm not sure. But yet again, I listen to my guy, and I can't wait till one day I can really sit with him, invite him on her, and tell him that, bro, I talk about you a lot, not in a negative way, make it make sense. But that just, I don't know, bro. I feel the path, and I don't really talk about feelings a lot, but I feel the path that he's on is more righteousness, even though he can go maybe too far to where a person can misinterpret what he's saying, or yet again, he may lose the audience and his interpretation, but yet again, his path of where he's going is there. But I can debunk and say that in the same sentence that if it comes down to the fight against another country or war or something like this, in the same token, yeah, he'll be standing alone too. He'd be like, man, this you got to fight yourself. I'm like, damn, brother, thought we was Christians together. But when it comes down to this bigger fight, which I don't know what the bigger fight is, it seems to go that way. Yet again, that brings me to this video right here. This guy he's from my hometown. He has got rappers on, and I don't know much about him. But yet again, he has been going viral for a lot of spiritual talks that he speak on that either make sense to a person or a person truly is going to debunk. Now, hopefully this is one. I'm going to let y'all listen and then we're going to get into a further discussion.
Explain like what the hell's going on when
They dying. You dead. When you dream, you dead. Everybody here probably had this happen. You ever had this happen before? You was asleep. You thought you was up. You try to get up. Your body wouldn't move, right? Your body won't move. Your soul wasn't back yet. Yeah, you glitched, right? Until everybody realizes this not real, they gonna keep coming back here.
a lot of people here, so when they go home and they dream,
I think that was a very good example of what I mean, where he's breaking down simple of dream, just a simple concept of dream of what it stands for and what it believes in. But yet again, a lot of people are going to misconstrue what he's talking about. A lot of people is going to do that. Hold on 1 second,
I
guys.
always thought that was called what they say, the witch was riding you.
Oh, uh, Okay, so I'm gonna have to replay it because yet again. Hold on 1 second. No, you know what? I don't even want to leave you up there by yourself. So I don't even know what to do right now.
Don't leave me. Leave me.
All right, hold on.
We on a little intermission, y'all. Your host will be right back.
And we're back. And we're back. I feel
Welcome
like I need to.
back.
I feel like I need to move the camera,
Yeah, just a little bit over, a little over, a little over.
bro. Did you see how I almost got smacked off the couch over some swish? I almost. Man, gonna come with that big bag of snack. All right, so you can hear. Okay, so basically, I'm starting off. I'm starting off spiritual before we get off and all into the juices. All into the juices. So yet again, this guy right here, Uncle 607 Unc. I'm gonna just play it again and then we're gonna go over it.
What is the
Can you
607 about?
explain like
You know how many people use the word Unc? So he probably the 607th person to use Unc. Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just assuming. You know how some people just don't like changing whatever the username give you. I'm just gonna run with that, or I might
Yeah.
change it. But you know what I'm saying? I can't use Unc, so I gotta use Unc. Whatever.
what the hell's going on when
They dying. You dead. When you dream, you just everybody here probably had this happen. You ever had this happen before? You was asleep. You thought you was up. You try to get up, your body wouldn't move, right? Your body won't move. Your soul wasn't back yet. Yeah, you glitched, right? Until everybody realizes this not real, they gonna keep coming back here.
a lot of people here, so when they go home and they
Yet again, I think that proves my point of what I'm saying. He speaks very spiritual, but he speaks it in a very
Weird type way.
I want to say ghetto, but I don't want to use ghetto so people are like, oh, he just degrading. No, I don't mean ghetto this time and degrading the form, but he just put it in the most lamest term for you to understand. A lot of people are not spiritual. I think he
Um,
like you see what I'm
right.
saying. I think Edub will understand him more than all of us put together. To be
Now,
honest,
let me just make a suggestion. But I see you moving that little table over to the right, but you're not panning the camera over to the right. So y'all is like in the corner.
like don't yell at me.
Telling him to more please so he can go to the corner.
Look, he got y'all squished to the corner.
Her
Oh
shirt.
yeah, I need a hat that says in the corner for him.
There we go. Now we talking. A little bit more to the right.
Oh, she took a little more to the right. My bad. Right, you can. There you go. That's better.
Now we cooking.
So you
There
hear
you
her?
go.
So you hear her real good too?
Uh-huh.
Cool. All right. So
So the
I ain't gonna.
colors. Hold on.
Yeah, let me
The
shut up.
colors. What colors you want?
Um, do red and black.
Okay. Same
I'm
time and same time, man.
see, but I'm glad I didn't say nothing because I would have picked other
Yeah.
colors because I didn't. I promise you, I didn't know.
For real, because I don't know
I
why
mean,
I was
my
thinking
favorite
like she
color is
was gonna say
purple, but I
purple
have
or
no
something.
purple.
Or anything or just
Yeah,
it.
like purple is my favorite color, but I have no purple. Like I don't wear purple at all. So
Okay, so red and black. Red and black.
red and black. Those are my colors. I look better in those colors.
Got it.
You man, I would love to see your schedule because I
For
know
my
them might be.
schedule?
Yes,
Oh,
I
look,
100.
I gotta make the schedule. I gotta make the schedule because I'm not even a schedule type person. That's the bad part.
As
That's
I
why I
knew,
need to make one because I just be flowing.
I definitely want to make a schedule for as topics and days, and I'm glad I got y'all two here. I kind of wish I had a couple of more of the regulars here,
Yeah,
but
because where's everybody at?
I mean,
Like,
I
come
didn't
on,
put.
we haven't been on for a minute and nobody's here. This is not a
Hey,
good comeback.
yet again, unexpected live, true indeed. And I was really didn't expect nobody to come up here. I appreciate y'all too, to the sweet. You know what I'm saying, James?
Yeah, you gonna just leave me hanging?
I didn't see. You see,
You
I'm
put your hand up, I want to give you a high five.
yeah, I'm
Go to
sorry.
the corner.
Okay.
Now James done peeked in and peeked out.
Cause he having technical difficulty. And once he get a smidget irritated, it's a wrap. It's over.
Oh,
He fart wrong and his day over.
uh-uh.
You probably watch it too. Like, I can't believe he talk about me like that. I'm gonna get up in there. You know how they be on TikTok, boy? They'll drop down and still hear the conversation, get in their feelings and what hop back up and clear their day. Wait a minute, you ain't gonna let that mother talk about me like that. All right, y'all.
It
We
keeps
are.
it keeps like flashing at some times. Like the screen will
What's
just go
flashing?
blank. Like the screen will go blank and then you'll pop back.
That's because everything not set up fully. Like when I tell you y'all, I
Oh, okay,
rush and
okay.
put this stuff together. I just hurried up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was dope fiending to come live. I need to go push the live button.
I need
And
it.
and then and then with somebody blowing up the group chat because they want to talk about this.
They're not on.
Hey, not my fault. Not my problem.
That's crazy.
But this is what I want to talk about first. And I still missed the button. Ha! No, why they playing me? Okay, I really want to talk about the selling out of the Democratic Party to Joe Biden after the simple fact of what they're going through. Also, I don't believe I just did that. There we go. Also, I want to introduce y'all to my other favorite lawyer to break down anything,
Uh-oh.
league attorney. Now he is from Atlanta. This is real another reason why I really wanted to find him in the first place because he is from Atlanta. He's down there where you at. He covered the Rico case with Young Thugger. He covered the Trump child down there. That, like, you know what I'm saying? He that man, and he keep it real.
Okay. And what
He
team
keep.
he on?
I wouldn't say he's just an attorney. He's he been attorney for Atlanta for a very long time. I'm not sure if he's retired attorney,
Mm.
but I know that we can hit him up for legal advice if we needed some. It
Oh
might cost
wow.
us a little. I know it might cost us a little penny, but still, we can hit him up. I do know that. I've been watching him for about a year or two now. So, without a further ado, the league attorney, and I want him to break down just a little bit about the Democratic Party and how they're calling each other out on the bullshit that they've been putting themselves into. Let's get into this.
Jean Pierre. She was the former White House press secretary under Joe Biden. Now, she was the poster child for inclusivity and DEI. She was the first black woman and first openly LGBTQ plus person to hold the White House press secretary position. Well, she's jumping ship. She's leaving the Democratic Party behind. These Democrats are so mad at her. Now, you ask why? Well, she's writing a tell-all book exposing the Democratic Party.
Hi, I'm Karine Jean-Pierre, and I am the author of a new book that's coming out this fall called Independent. It's coming out on October 21st, so please do grab it. And the reason I wrote this book, coming out of the White House, you know, serving as White House press secretary was an honor and a privilege. But since I have left, the people that come up to me, strangers that come up to me just across the country as I'm traveling, and sometimes right in my neighborhood, at a grocery store, supermarket, airport, my daughter's school, the number one question they ask me is, Karine, how do we get out of this? How do we protect our democracy? How do we protect vulnerable communities among us?
I got one question. I wouldn't have asked none of those questions. I would have asked you part of the LBGTQRSTUVWXYZWXYP 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How you got a daughter? That's
Look, cause she was slinging that thing before she before
She
she
was
went that
confused
way.
at one point.
ah
Yes.
Didn't know what
You
she
know what
wanted
I
to
say?
do.
Let
Like,
me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I feel like them women that be going to the other side is because they was O's back in the day and they listen, they just had enough of it and they need to try something new.
make
Cause a lot of them that I know, that's what the case was. And now all of a sudden they going that way and it's like, girl, you was
look,
just
but look at what's it
um
called. Look at one of our posts in our handles on our panel. Like she both ways, but you know what I'm saying. I bet you 100% she would say she's not confused.
no, you know what? Okay, so some people like that is just I call those people greedy. I say they just want what they want when they want it. Cause I have two of my sisters are like that. They just want it whatever they want when they want it. If they decide, hey, today I want a dude, tomorrow I want a chick, that's what they doing. So
Okay.
they just greedy to me.
All right. Sorry, Jean Pierre. You know what? This is my. I swear to God, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is my first time ever saying her name correctly. Cause I done heard it for. This is my 100th time hearing her name.
And you finally got it right.
Yeah, bro. I've been trying to pronounce her name and be like you whatever.
Us. What do we do next? Because we don't have answers here. That's what they ask me. And this is my answer. And what I mean by that is in an era era of misinformation, disinformation, the regressiveness of social policy, what we're seeing currently right now, what I have decided to do, and I really have thought long and hard about this, is to follow my own compass. And that's what I've done. And that's what this book does. And here's the truth. And here's how I will lay it out to you. I think we need to stop thinking in boxes and think outside of our boxes and not be so partisan.
I had a conversation with a friend, not gonna put them too much on Front Street, like it's a street to be jumped on, like 21 Jump Street. Y'all remember that TV show? But
Yeah.
I asked my friend, had a conversation like, are you a conservative? What are you? Then we had asked certain questions to see what background you fit in, right? Boom, bam, bing. This lady is a Democrat. She has democratic values, right? And she was like, well, the Democratic Party had a fuck up at the end before Joe Biden left. And now I'm going to take my fucked up values and go independent. But independent values are not the same values as the Democratic Party, or they will be called what? The Democratic Party. So my question, and I just want y'all input, it's just idea. Why would I take my corruption of policies and try to go to another party and then corrupt it with the same policies that I'm just trying to leave?
It makes no sense. I don't see why you would do it.
And though technically, I ain't gonna say technically, but involuntarily, that's what she's doing. It's taking her values that she has as democratically and going independent.
Right.
Where if we took the time out to look up independence and what independent value is, I bet you they don't match hers. Just saying. Just saying.
And the way that I see moving forward in this space that we're in right now is if you are willing to stand side by side with me, regardless of your how you identify politically, and as long as you respect the community that I belong to and vulnerable communities that I respect, I will be there with you. I will move forward with you.
I mean, let's
Cut me a check. Don't disrespect my girlfriends and my dildos, and I'm gonna rock with you.
That's crazy.
Did I hear that correctly? Anybody? Like, just give me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure we on the same page. You know, sometimes we might not be on the same page. I might think different. Don't hesitate to ask questions. This is the time where we ask questions. Everybody ask questions. I'm gonna start saying that.
Let's be honest, she's trying to get paid. Now, there's nothing wrong with making money, but let's remember what her job was. She stood at that podium and dismissed every legitimate concern that the nation had about Joe Biden's mental fitness.
Do you believe that the president is as sharp today as he was when he took this job? Have you seen any slowdowns?
What I can say is this is a president who is strong and resolute in delivering for the American people. That's what I see.
So he's as sharp as ever?
He is as sharp as ever, as I have known him to be in my engagement, in my experience with him.
Binder invented the word cheap fake. She told you this real video of Biden getting lost in an Italian field was fake. Now she's saying, yeah.
Did y'all just see that?
Yeah.
This is everybody. This is Joe. And Kim Jim Pierre told us that this really didn't happen. Like y'all didn't catch him.
My White House was broken and I'm switching parties. Hopefully she can write better than she talks because DEI Tapper sounds a lot like Mamala.
You remember how she disrespected reporters, lectured them. She was basically lying to our face about Joe Biden's health. But now that her paychecks have stopped from the Democratic Party, she's leaving the party itself and writing a novel on how much chaos there was behind the scenes and how Biden was not, in fact, fit to serve. This is why hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people are fleeing from the Democratic Party. They are more unpopular today than any point in decades. They hire these DEI personalities and then can't depend on these DEIs to not expose their lies.
Former Biden White House official.
Do you want your videos to look like this? Well, in just 14 days, we've taught all these people how to do it. Our program 14-Day
I would have learned the hard way, damn it.
Says she was the public face telling us all that this White House was on track and that Biden was amazing. And now she doesn't even want to be a Democrat. Here's what CNN said about DEI Tapper.
What bothers me about this, and I was making some phone calls before this to a number of former Biden administration officials and people in the White House, where they were saying, this is just all an attempt to sell books. And that is what the general consensus is right now in the Democratic Party.
Now, let's pause for a quick word from our sponsor, American Financing. We're all feeling it.
Hey, I'm feeling this weed. Shit. Damn. Okay. To be honest with myself, I really don't need this to show anymore. I think we get the point. She's not the only person that's doing this job. There are other reporters, a CNN reporter that's writing a book. There has been other lawyers and people of office that has quit, that has shut down. And all of a sudden, this is unheard of people quitting and writing books. Everybody write a book and got something to say. I think, you know what I'm saying? That's how I think that's like the number 2, 3 top way of leaving a legacy behind if you don't have kids, okay, is to write a book. So if people wonder why books are writing, because that's just another main way to leave a legacy behind. But the point is, which I want to call is backstabbing. Y'all think this is backstabbing to say that, hey, I was part of the party. They were fighting at the end. My president wasn't, blase, blase, blah. Even though I lied and told you he really wasn't. So I'm just going to write a book about it. I think the main focus to this is this backstabbing? Do y'all think this is backstabbing or this just part of the game?
It seems like backstabbing to me.
A little both, but I feel like it's more part of the game than anything. That's just been going on for years.
But we never see the president get on stage and look that incompetent.
You are correct.
Did anybody see any bits and pieces of the debate? No. You didn't see none of it.
I seen little bits and pieces.
Little bits and pieces. So, if you can say the little bits and pieces that you seen of the debate, what age level do you think Joe Biden was at?
I would say he was up there. Definitely an older type dude.
Mental capacity, he held himself? No, yes. It might be hard to remember. I know it was a long time ago. It was last year.
I remember him, to me, he always be kind of slow with it.
Johnny!
Hey, what's going on, man?
So, did you vote? Do you vote?
Nah, I didn't. Don't scrutinize me. I didn't, man. I
Okay,
couldn't, man. I couldn't do it.
okay. So, did you see any of the debates? Just like maybe shorts or something.
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because that's what we're talking about. How the Democratic Party is a lot of people in a news conference. John Pierre, press secretary, they're writing these books selling out Joe, saying that he was slow, he was backstabbing. Nancy Pelosi went behind Joe back and went a coup and had everybody to kick Joe out. That's why Joe stepped down because everybody asked him to and stuff like that. So now these people coming out with these books like this. And this sort of has happened before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think people came out and wrote books after the Bill Clinton. I think that was one like big thing people wrote, like, oh yeah, he had plenty of women coming through and stuff like that. He even slid me one in the bathroom, little stories like that. But at this capacity, I don't think I ever seen anybody.
Dang, they at Joe right now.
Boy, in the last 3 weeks, there's been 6 books dropped about Joe Biden and how he been going on.
Oh my goodness.
But the big thing today is I'm gonna get to the meat and potatoes. Yeah, I'm getting to the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes is y'all Elon Musk and Donald Trump is beefing. Uh, Elon Musk tweeted that the reason that the Epstein file hasn't been released is because Trump name is on those files or in those documents or in those papers. So he got a lot of people's attention. People are lashing out very, 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 very well.
Hold on. Wait. The Epstein's files. That's the files with the child trafficking, right?
Yeah, child trafficking guy.
Oh my goodness. The Trump name in that?
Allegedly.
Oh, oh God.
Oh God, boy. Hell,
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to have a seat, sir.
yeah.
I'm need-
Oh, man.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to have a seat. Get a drink of water. Woo sigh. It's okay. It's just allegedly.
Nah, you know what they say about allegedly.
What they say about allegedly?
Man,
Right,
man.
man. I so allegedly means man.
Nah, man. It's just
Okay.
it ain't good. It ain't good. It ain't good. It ain't good. Is he trying to clear up his name publicly?
No.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh. Um, we got it, man.
What? Speak your mind.
It may be a man down. He ain't out there speaking on it publicly like yo, but he behind closed doors trying to fight for his name. That ain't a good look, man.
I I am under the influence that there, even though Elon Musk said that there's nothing that nobody can do. The people that voted for Trump in office, that Epstein stuff is not going to affect nobody. It's just going to rile up the Democrats to try to push an attempt to try to impeach Trump.
Of
That's about
course.
going to get.
Oh,
But us shaking, oh my God, now we think like no. And I've been trying to explain people before I came on live that true indeed, these guys are bad people, P. Diddy and Epstein, and there's more people out there. Yet again, everybody has done business with somebody, not knowing what their backgrounds and their true meanings of purpose of businesses.
true.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do business with y'all, but don't none of y'all know my true purpose of why I brought y'all on here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just came on here, have a good time, conversation and stuff like that. Now, what goes on behind closed doors, behind the scenes, don't nobody know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, that's how I look at Trump and Epstein or Trump and Diddy. It's like, okay,
Okay. Okay.
you
Keep
see,
going.
we sit here, we sat here, and we did business, right? I'm gonna do
Yeah.
business with you, Diddy. I'm Trump, you Diddy. I did business with you, but when we leave from shaking hands and doing this contract, I don't know what you finna go do. I don't know you finna go take. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you finna move 150 bottles of lotion into one of those apartment buildings and take Cassidy upstairs and have a freak off. I don't know that. I didn't know that. That's not in the contract.
No,
You
I hear
see,
you. I hear you.
you see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
right. That's not in the contract. And people like,
But
oh, but he knew. Go ahead.
but when we talk about Trump right now and his politics, those, trying to comparing it to that is kind of like apples and oranges. You know what I mean? Like, well, a big difference. You know what I mean? Like this man
No,
got
explain.
this. Okay, this is a case, right?
Uh-huh.
Bigger than Diddy's case. Diddy is like the Black Epstein right now. Okay, but we know that this Epstein case is way bigger than Diddy's, and this involves a whole lot of people. Now, can he be? Who knows? He may be in the background trying to fight and convict people. Who knows? That could be the background. We don't know. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's still not a good look.
Question.
Yes, the Democrats. Go ahead.
Question. If you found out that Trump sold Epstein a room at Trump Towers, do you have a problem?
No,
What
no,
about you?
no.
No.
It's
Okay.
business.
Thank you.
That's
That's
business. Yeah,
okay.
And what he do outside of our business is not my business.
that's a
So,
fact.
okay. Follow up question to make this a little bit more, I'm pressing that button. I'm not going to press the button, but a button. If you found out that Epstein's went to Trump and Trump donated money to Epstein to get the island, would you have a problem with that?
Wait. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again. Say that one more time. Say
Not
that
with
one more
Trump,
time.
no.
Say that one more time. If what now?
What if we found out that
Yeah,
Epstein went to Trump
yeah,
and Trump donated money to
yeah.
Epstein to help Epstein get the island? Would you have a problem with that?
No, I can't.
Did Trump
I
tell him
can't.
he was gonna get the island?
Because at the end of the day, if you don't know his business, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? People on DSS do it all the time. They
Right.
say they living with somebody, but you know what I'm saying? They ain't really paying that person no money. They just staying there.
Right.
So like, you really can't. You can't really. He could have like, hey man, we trying to build the Wonderland here. You know what I mean? Like we trying to branch off of Michael Jackson or whatever he did. I don't know, but make it better. I don't know. He could put whatever he want in that thing to him to try to get some money donated to him. At the end of the day, if Trump ain't there, then you can't be mad. I mean, people donate money all the time, but
So, why is we getting an alarm system rung on our bells that Elon Musk has alerted that he might be in those files?
and the files for participating or for donating.
I don't know. Yet again, only thing Elon said is that Trump's name is on the cases, is on the file. He didn't say for doing anything. He just said he's in the file. He's
Well,
he's
how
on
do
that list.
Elon know? How do Elon know?
You don't think Elon probably done hack something?
That's what I'm
I don't.
saying. Like,
I don't. Yet again, that's a good follow up question. So when he tweeted this, and we got this big old alarm, and everybody around here panicking, and oh my God, Trump this, Trump that. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, if Jason was here right now, he
oh,
he couldn't wait to bag because
what?
You seen the group? You seen the group chat? You seen the group
Yeah,
chat?
bro don't
So
like Trump at all.
it's like, so you know what I'm saying? Y'all hear my side of what I'm listening to and how I'm listening to this. And I ain't even brought up no video. I ain't showed nothing. I'm just sitting back and I'm really thinking logical as possible.
Yeah,
Just common sense. Common
yeah.
sense telling me that yes, I can factually agree that Trump probably did business with both of them. Yes, true indeed. Like without a doubt, they did business together. I cannot say no. And this is just allegedly. Yes, I can't believe that. Like who wouldn't want to like?
But but
Go
to
ahead.
assume is another thing though. To assume that just because he did business with him, that means he's in business with him. It's like, yeah.
But see, that's everybody's. That's. I'm glad you went there because that's where we're at now. We're going. We're making a big issue off a tweet. This tweet went so viral that everybody got to talk about it. One of my favorite podcasters was in bed, woke up out of his sleep, and said, "Man, boop, I gotta talk about this. I gotta get my views up." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I broke it down. It's like, are we thinking logically, or are we just gonna think because we don't like Trump just because Elon said something? Not thinking that Elon, come to find out, Elon has some government contract deals that got canceled by Trump.
So you feel me? Is that why he's saying this?
Yet again, that's where some of this I feel come from because I just found out that. Also, a lot of people been speculating, what the Democratic Party been speculating and jumping that Elon Musk had power. If y'all don't listen to the news as much as I do, but that's been in the Democratic Party thing. You know what I'm saying? They see Elon up there speaking for Trump, you know what I'm saying? Donated, I think they say $27 million for Trump to win and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of people expected Elon to get a lot of power. So when Trump did what he did and so-called took the power and whatever this bill come out, it needs to be more cuts and stuff like that. If we want to get into that, we can. But the main thing, and I want people to look at it, just somebody thought they had power. Power didn't happen. They went on a little rant. X is a very big place to be if you know how to tweet and talk on X.
And if you own it,
Right. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm just like, I know there's a lot of people that like, I don't give a fuck. Say it ain't got shit to do with me. Technically, it do, because we talk about a bill and these tax cuts. With the tax cuts, you're gonna find out on the 4th of July. So I don't want nobody to hear like, you see what they do to us behind our backs on the 4th of July? They drop bills. No, nigga, we had plenty of time to know that this was gonna happen. They been announced it. I'm announcing it. So I don't want to. I can't wait to hear that. Oh, he did this, and people didn't know he was gonna drop it on the 4th of July. He told you he want to drop it on the 4th of July. That's why it's called the Big Beautiful Bill. Now it's gonna be big and beautiful. I don't know.
I wonder what's gonna be on it.
I heard a lot of tax cuts.
Hey, that's what he used Elon for.
I heard a
He
lot of
had
tax.
him. He had him go through on Doge, right? Go through
Yeah.
everything, man. Sadly, a lot of that stuff he gonna get cut from. Yo, now he
Eli,
go.
Eli said, "Man, look, I fucks with Trump. I got him in office. I'm gonna take over everything." Like, come on, hold on, Eli. But no, I think it really has something to do with the electric department.
Yeah, because he had a big step. He had a big promising future with that.
But he still do. You're the number one American consumer over here in America. Now, what I thought the deal was, and not to say I'm in a business, was to help Elon spread the business to other countries. But yet again, I heard China and Japan and Tokyo got some cars that are 10 times better than Elon Musk and stuff. Like, boy, that's just what I'm hearing too.
Hey, I heard a little bit of that too. Heard of Rivian, I heard they pretty fire.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna stay too long in this department, you know what I'm saying, y'all. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna brush across this with you because I know I'm gonna have to bring this back up. Yeah, y'all know I'm gonna have to bring this back up a little later when somebody else come back around. He like, man, I missed it. We didn't get to talk. Huh? So I'm gonna have to bring this back up. Don't worry about it.
Hey man.
But like I said, I appreciate y'all coming through. I got a video for me to pop up here real quick. The what? Oh yeah, y'all. This is something I did. Hey, this is for our reactions purposes only. I don't know what this video about. Y'all don't know what this video about. So we finna listen and react. Please raise your hand if you want me to stop the video and discuss. Look, I told Ray the hand. They can't see it.
I was about to say, how
Right
do
now,
we raise our
particularly
hand?
DC and PG County, makes no damn sense. And the fact that we don't see not no leader on television screaming about it lets us know something as well. Our kids are caught up in a social damn experiment as far as I'm concerned. And guess what? You ain't gonna find out whether or not my baby gonna make it or not. Is he gonna make it out or not? I swear to goodness, I feel like people are just watching our babies from up top, trying to see if our baby's gonna make it out or not. And I'm gonna let y'all know, it ain't even the black elite in this area should be ashamed of themselves because they put their babies in these private schools and they know the rest of the children are suffering. As black Americans in this community, we are working hard, making great money, making sure our kids are living in beautiful environments, safe homes.
She mad at the black elites because they did whatever it took to get their black asses out the hood and put their kids in a better situation to grow and make whatever they need. And
Wait. Why is she mad?
well, you know what? Let me
Yeah, play it,
I'm
please.
just replay it. How about that?
I don't not seeing the point or reason why.
But understand this is to the black elite. Okay.
The
I didn't know we
violence
had
that's
a
going
black
on.
elite.
Huh?
I didn't know we had a black elite now.
You don't think black people are rich and wealthy and running stuff? Like what? They just all what?
Dude, that's what I'm doing right now. Maybe not to the same degree as them. Shoot, man.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
elite. You know what I'm saying? I'm elite. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
not that many of you. I understand you elite, but
Hey man, hey man.
In the DMV right now, particularly DC and PG County, makes no damn sense. And the fact that we don't see not no leader on television screaming about it lets us know something as well. Our kids are caught up in a social damn experiment as far as I'm concerned. And guess what? You ain't gonna find out whether or not my baby gonna make it or not. Is he gonna make it out or not? I swear to goodness, I feel like people are just watching our babies from up top, trying to see if our baby's gonna make it out or not. And I'm gonna let y'all know, it ain't even the black elite in this area should be ashamed of themselves because they put their babies in these private schools and they know the rest of the children are suffering. As black Americans in this community, we are working hard, making great money, making sure our kids are living in beautiful environments, safe homes. But guess what? They're boundaried for sorry ass schools. You sitting here paying $3,000, $3,500, $4,000 a month to live somewhere, and your child is boundaried to a 3 out of 10 school.
So wait. Let me get this straight. And again, give me a little bit of rope here because I'm a little slower than usual. I'm not the sharpest knife in the tool shed. So At first, we blamed white people, and then they blamed Trump. Now they're blaming black elites.
Man, I don't know if she made a good point. I'm still trying to digest all that. Like, that's heavy. Man, like, are they pouring into the communities? Uh-oh.
So what is it that she's saying? Is she saying that the area, the schools are like the zone schools for those areas are bad?
She's basically saying that middle class black people are still subsidizing to poor schools. And only way that you go into a good school, you have to be rich and famous and above to go to elite school. Now, are these
I disagree with her on that one.
I really do disagree.
I
but that's
disagree because, and that's up to you when you're moving. Do your homework. Find out the grades of the schools in the community that you about to move to. It don't matter how much you're paying for rent. That don't equal good schools.
Correct.
Now I don't.
I was just trying to figure out what her common sense was. She paying 3,500 to
Nine
live
out of 10 schools, but that's
somewhere
because
where that's
I
full.
looked for those areas where they have good schooling.
That's good.
Man, that's a tough, touchy subject, you know, because who knows? Like maybe the job that she had, for it to accommodate for her, she had to move in a particular area. You know what I mean? Like
what?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 3,000 for rent is crazy. And
And it depends on what state she live in, because 3,000 for rent in New York is something light.
she
That's
said
like
she
your
said
average.
she in the DMV area. So
DMV, what is that?
that's like Baltimore,
Oh
Maryland.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you feel me? That's nuts. Washington, she in that area. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but she blaming the black elites. I don't know, man. Like,
What do
Yeah,
you
I
want?
mean,
What
at
did
the end of the day, it's like they always want to point the finger at somebody. You know?
my thing is? Do y'all understand? And I mean to say them, but I gotta say y'all because I need y'all to respond back to this. But do you think they understand the whole factor of the trickle down effect?
And what is that?
Where you have this person up here that starts these businesses. They get the building, they got the product, they pay for their employees, they fill the shelves with the product, and you know what I'm saying? They gotta do all that. That's a lot of money. You employ 100 to 500 people at a store. You got trucks coming in and out. You got groceries. I'm just saying like a Walmart, but a smaller version. Mom and pops. That it used to happen. But yet again, and then you're a black person, so you make it. You start building your franchise up. You got you maybe 4 or 5 different stores. That's technically giving back to the hood. That's the trickle down effect. Because if it wasn't for me paying all this money into this building, getting the product, building the shelves, like they don't understand. Like elites get taxed for all of that stuff.
yeah,
They have tax write-offs for that stuff, but yet again, I still have to buy the Pacifics of the Pacifics to put them in the store. Like I still got to get their products. I still got to,
that's true.
and
That's
then with them,
true.
and then I gotta a district manager. I need a manager. I need an assistant manager. Damn. Then they need about 8, 9 employees. Then I got how many different? I got 3 shifts that needs covered. And this lady right here, and she'll look at a black person, they like that, but you're not giving back. Bitch, these my friends, but this cost. I
Yeah.
probably not. I probably not even sleeping that night. And this is crazy. And people in the middle class and poor people especially think that rich people, like, man, rich people ain't got to work. Well, how the fuck you think they got rich? Like, Shaq is rich. When have you seen Shaq take a day off? Damn near. Shaq do sports. Shaq on ESPN. Shaq over here got the chicken thing. Shaq over here got Marilyn Monroe pictures. Shaq over here got uh what was that? Forever 21. Shaq got the Reebok deal. When do, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, to get rich and stuff like that, and they're like, I'm not giving back. Shaq got shoes that pay less, but how he not giving back? I think that's a lot of giving back that he done did. Because the chicken place I heard got black people employed at it. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. And I like you. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm go, man. Keep going, man. You on the road, man.
Man, I do this too much, but it's just like, yet again, I'm going back to common, like, that's common. Well, I don't think that's common sense no more, or never was common sense. Let me say it like that. I don't think that ever was common sense, because to understand the trickle down effect, to understand what a rich person that has businesses, or a business that is booming and is very structured, like, what all he got to go through. And then he better hope that his accountants ain't stealing money from him. Yeah, he gonna be bankrupt in like 5 years because his accountant is stealing money anyway. Like, damn, you mad at me? I was rich, but damn, this person over here stealing. I can't even. Now all of y'all ain't got no job. How about that? What that girl say? Catch me outside. How about that? Shit, we all ain't got no job. But she got more to say. I just think people need to be exposed of, like, cost value of stuff that it takes to run a business. Even small business, I bet you the tax that people go through of, hell, I got to get the supplies, I got to put it together, all that stuff add up, then I got to mail it to you, then I got to make sure you get it there, hopefully get it there on time, and like that stuff costs. Then I gotta post it. I gotta do this. I gotta sell myself. I gotta put a commercial out over here. I gotta do an ad over here. I gotta be on TikTok over here. I gotta be on Facebook over here. I gotta be over here. I gotta be over there. That costs. Especially if a person understands their money worth of value and be like, hey, order for me to be over here, I need 30 grand. And they getting it. Oh man, stop playing. But yet again, they be like, oh yeah, you're not giving me no money. The trickle down effect. You're not helping me get my kids in school. My kids are dumb. See, that's what she should say. That's what she should say. My kids is dumb.
I'm so busy working, I don't got time to
Right.
teach
I
my kids at
work.
home.
I get my hair done. You know, it take me 4 hours
So
to get
I'm
my hair
depending on
done.
these teachers to get my kids right.
Uh-huh. Right. And plus I gotta get my booty claps, cheeks, all that, at least every other Wednesday, Tuesday, but not on Sunday because that's church day. Then I gotta get tithe and offering to the Lord. And my kids are bringing home D's and F's. But yet again, I'm buying them Jordans. He got the brand new jumpsuit on. Yet again, he going over there to what's her face house, probably making a baby, thinking that he the next R. Kelly, Pied Piper. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my jokes out. Just I ain't got that much time. Got to get them out. This is crazy, y'all. She got more to say. I think I talked like a lot, but I really think this is what we're missing.
Make that I'm a professional making money and da da da. If I got to send my son to a grade 3 school, a 3 school, right? But see, these black elitists in this area don't care because they getting their babies in McNamara. They getting the hookups. Let me tell you, my son goes to a school right now. This is how sorry it is with this violence. He's supposed to have an 8th grade prom. His prom is supposed to go from 6 to 8:30. The prom went from 6 to 7:45. Why? Because the triple homicide that had happened in the district last week happened right across the street from his damn school. So instead of these babies being able to celebrate their hard work,
I didn't even know that 8th graders had a prom. I'm going to be honest with you. That must be something new.
the police had to be all around the school and they only got to hang out from 6 to 7:45. I'm tired of it. And you can't tell me, if you are a politician in this area, why are you not screaming about this shit? Why are you not on somebody's
This is a liberal area, right? Just like every other liberal area.
TV pleading with the community to stop this?
No, y'all.
I just want to say she got a nice car too. Them nice
Yeah,
butter leather,
we could already tell what kind of female she is.
nice butter leather seats. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't want her kid to go to a good school that bad.
I didn't know that she was gonna complain, but she need to come with a better complaint than that. My kids went to 8th grade prom and they was in there for an hour and 45 minutes. See, she couldn't get them booty clapped. There wasn't enough time. You
Yeah,
know,
how
black.
long is the prom supposed to be? Like, come on.
They cut it
We ain't
45
talking
minutes
about high
short and she
school.
mad.
We ain't talking about high school prom. We're talking about junior high. Like he said, they don't really even be having junior high prom. They might have a little dance or something for them, but a whole prom, nah.
I thought, yeah.
My son just graduated. They didn't even have a graduation service.
I'm gonna call Al Sharpton, and so we can protest.
Look, right? I didn't care. Shoot. As long as he going to the next grade, listen, high school is when you do
Sure.
all of the extra. When he graduate high school, they better have a service.
My baby.
Yeah, I better see him walk across that stage then.
I'm gonna be embarrassed when my son do it. I'm yelling. I didn't even help you, nigga.
Yeah, you play too much.
He be like, you sure didn't, Pop. You right, but why you yelling? I don't know, son. I'm sorry. I just thought people wanted to know the truth. all, all that matters. The fuck? I sure didn't help. My son don't need. I'm proud that he didn't need my help. I don't know, yeah. I'm talking. He ain't even in high school yet. Oh yeah, speaking into existence. Speaking into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking into existence.
He'll be there
he
soon
don't
enough.
he don't need my help. He don't need me.
Look, he's gonna need you, especially at
He do need
that age.
We
just
talking
not
about.
in space.
I said we just talking about in school. I ain't talking about in these streets. Oh yeah, you know you need me. Dad, give me a job. You doggone right finna get you a job.
Get you all the way
J
right.
O B. Okay. So remember I was talking about Jim Pinier, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see Stephen A. Smith in the middle, right? Come on now. I told you this is a big deal. She a big deal. This selling out of the Democratic Party is a big deal. Even Stephen A. Smith gotta talk about it.
He in on it.
I mean, right now, I think they're paying him to see what type of gathering can somebody doing, because right now in the Democratic Party, for as the blacks, there's like I want to say 3 black people that's has the name behind them. Maybe not the people, maybe not the policy part yet, but right now I think it's not about that. It's about who got the biggest gathering and how can we push them behind us. I think that's what it is right now. Because right now you got Stephen A. Smith, you got Jaden Crockett, and then you got Michelle Obama. Who, if you look at the Las Vegas, if you look at the Las Vegas bed knowledge for the Democratic Party, all 3 of their names is up there, and only one of them actually is in policy right now, and that's Crotchet. But yet again, them 3, I really think it's like who can get the biggest gathering, even though right now it would be Stephen A. Smith. If we had to vote tomorrow for one of them 3 and who had the biggest gathering, it'd be Stephen A. Smith. More people know Stephen A. Smith than Crotchet in a sense. But now that we know that, you got 4 years for the next election, right now, I think they're going to take I'm going to say they're going to take a little bit from the Trump rally. You know what I'm saying? The Trump, they seen what Trump did. Trump, you know what I'm saying, he lost, and what he did, he rallied for 4 years, all the way up to the election, to build his base up, build his fans, do whatever he need to do to win the election in the next 4 years. I'm under the influence. That's what's going on right now. Because y'all know me, I be in the streets, and I'm already seeing their shirts for presidents already on shirts. That's why I'm bringing it up like this. Like, I'm not just thinking like maybe, like, no, they're yeah, it's in the TikTok streets. You just keep strolling and look, and you will see that, yeah, okay, there's Crotchet, there's Stephen A. Smith, and there's Michelle Obama. Yep. 3 blacks. You got AOC, you got Bernie. But yet again, I think these people are the typical top. I ain't say top candidates, because you know what I'm saying, a real politician can come in, but far as celebrity tops of trying to get this name out there, just name based, I think them it right there. And yet again, I think this solidifies my point when you see that Stephen A. Smith over there is talking about Jim Pew Pew. Pew pew pew. And talking about political, and he's been talking about political things lately, I think for at least the last year and a half now. I can honestly there he is. There he is. Ooh, last 15 minutes, y'all. Oh, no. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna go to this. I'm just cut to this, y'all, because yet again,
gonna help you is to understand that life is like looking in the mirror, and that everything that you see, you create. So when you die, keep pushing. Life is not about what everybody thinks it's about. Listen, you can't get out of here till you balance both. Everybody come to life, you ain't come to life to be fruitful and multiply, nigga. Some people want to multiply here. But you got a baby, don't you? Let me tell you something about this, right? Nobody got no kids. If you got a kid, you gotta kind of like guide it. You're not here to kind of like raise it, because you can't like raise a God.
So we gotta like kind of like push them in the right direction. Like,
no, you can't push them in the right. What I mean by this, if he asks, hey yo, how I wash my clothes, you show him the wash. Yeah, if he asks for food, you show him the stove. Only thing that's gonna help you is to understand.
Hey, Dave, you want to show him to wash his clothes, you show him the water. You want to show him how to eat the food, you show him the stove. But yet again, I had to really listen to it and understand, like, he just sped through the process. He said, you really can't teach a kid, because once you get to a certain age, they have to learn things upon their own. And then once you, especially when you come adult and you come into this adulthood of learning and taking into your own consideration of what you think is good, bad, evil, and straight, and however you go down your path of life, that's where it changes. But he's saying all that stuff doesn't matter because once you leave, where you going? And then if you don't go in the right direction, you're gonna end up coming back here. A lot of people been talking like that. And spiritual, non-spiritual, everybody believes like if you don't make it, like I guess the Matrix. Because the Matrix, if y'all really watch the Matrix is the repeat of the same over and over and over and over and over and over of a systematic program. Boy, if y'all don't take yourselves off mute, I feel like I'm talking to man in the mirror. I'm
Hold
asking
on one
him to
second. One
change
second.
his way. Don't matter to the man in the mirror. I'm gonna wanna read inside. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna play it one more time, and maybe that's what. Just hear him out.
That life is like looking in the mirror, and that everything that you see, you create. So when you die, keep pushing. Life is not about what everybody thinks it's about. Listen, you can't get out of here till you balance both. Everybody come to life, you ain't come to life to be fruitful and multiply, nigga. Some people want to multiply here. But you got a baby, don't you? Let me tell you something about this, right? Nobody got no kids. If you got a kid, you gotta kind of like guide it. You're not here to kind of like raise it. Because you can't like raise a God.
So we gotta like kind of like push them in the right direction. Like
No, you can't push them
in the
nowhere.
right.
What I mean by this, if he asks, hey yo, how I wash my clothes, you show him the wash. Yeah, if he ask for food, you show him the stove. Only thing that's gonna help you.
So, okay, my question to y'all: when it came to washing y'all clothes, what did y'all parents do?
What you mean?
When it came to washing your clothes, did your parents show you how to wash, or did they just the wash machine over there?
Um, nah. She showed me how to wash.
She showed you how to wash. Did
Yeah.
it take like one time, or did it take multiple times? It just took that one time, and you knew it, and you got a hang of it.
Nah. Cause you gotta know what colors, no bleach in the colors, and but I pretty much had the gist of it.
When it comes to cooking, you just show a kid a stove.
Nah.
Nah, we ain't doing that,
I
huh?
had him in the kitchen with me, showing them how to do it. Now microwave, yeah, go ahead, you on your own. Just figure it out.
Okay. It'd be interesting with that dude.
Microwaves get deadly too, you know. Put a fork in there, it's gonna explode.
Yeah, I just tell them don't put nothing metal in there. Don't put no foil in there, no forks, no spoons. Yeah, none of that. Or you will blow up.
What about an egg? I,
Nah, they
I
don't.
tried I
They
tried
don't.
putting an egg in there one time. I ain't gonna lie, it blew up on me.
Yeah, they don't put the eggs in there.
Man, I used to watch this sniper dude. I ain't seen none of his videos in a minute. I love when I listen to him talk, cause dog, he want he about that life. Made me stutter, cause he for real about that life. When you about that life and you be talking about stuff like everyday living or what you do in a situation, man. Give you a different perspective.
The dude with the dreads, the sniper dude with the dreads.
On me.
Yeah, he fired. Yeah, I think what they call him, the Reaper.
Yeah.
Yep. Amen. Yeah,
I
some
was
of his
playing
stories was crazy.
man, I like playing his shorts. Because you know what I'm saying, just his shorts be having just that deep little message of something that you a good conversation started for real on me. Not gonna lie to you. Let me play this real quick though. Ah.
Is nobody just talking on purpose, or I can't hear y'all?
Oh snap. My bad.
I was in my
When
own
someone,
little
I say
world.
this all the time, and I mean it, my kids will not be the reason for my marriage to fail. I love being a mother. Lord knows I do. I love my kids. Lord knows I do. But when it comes to me and my husband, and then you got them kids, oh, baby, we coming together as a force. And one thing them kids gonna do, they gonna try to play you against each other. In our household, this is what we do. If one parent got an issue with a kid, the other parent who don't quite have that issue is still pulling up with that other parent to address the situation, because they're going to see two parents coming together right at their behinds, and they ain't going to be no playing each other against each other. Think of it this way. When your kids graduate and they go off to live their lives, and you and your spouse done broke it off because of that kid, oh baby, I need my man. LL Cool J said it best. I need love.
Nah, she's right. And probably for two reasons, and only one of them she addressed. She addressed the first reason, and that, yo, you're gonna be with this person forever, and actually for three reasons. You're gonna be with this person forever, and so that kid is gonna go off and live their life, and you're still going to have to respect and hold on to whatever it is that you went through before, because that's going to influence the direction that that your relationship is going in going forward. The second reason is you have to be a unified force, because kids are very smart and they will try to play you against each other. I think it's a little bit different of a dynamic in a stepmother stepfather relationship, and I'll deal with that shortly. But the kids will try to always get the best possible outcome, and they know which parent that they can ask depending on what they're looking for. That's number two. Number three, this shows that she actually respects her husband, right? Because she's not going to undermine her husband. She's not going to try to usurp his authority. She's not going to try to go behind his back or whatever. She's going to show, and hopefully the child actually understands that. If it's a female child, then the child will ultimately seek what it is that they see in a father.
Comments.
I've actually went through that, so yeah, it gets a little tricky. It gets a little tricky. But I did go through that when I was married. It was like my older kids, and it was a lot. But yeah, that gets real tricky, and it's so draining too. It's so draining because they it's like they fighting for spots, and yeah, and it's like if you love me, then But in the same token, mama gotta have a life too. And when y'all going off in y'all life with y'all husbands or whatever the heck y'all got going on, mama gonna be by herself. So yeah.
Go ahead.
I, I think I think wholeheartedly, if you let your kids break y'all up, then it just wasn't as strong in the beginning. Shoot, man,
And
that's
that
just
and
my
that, that's
thought.
why I said it's kind of tricky because ain't no way in heck I'm married and my husband gonna let my kids run him off. Nah, you wasn't my husband from the jump. Cause if some kids can run you off, yeah, you ain't my husband.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So like
So
you
the
don't
whole
beat her. You don't beat her when they be threatening me. Why am I going in the refrigerator at 3 o'clock in the morning?
you wasn't there when
Yeah,
they pulled out on me. Talking about
yeah,
leave or else.
right. Talking about mama need the light bill. I didn't have it till next week. They be like, well, you know where you need to go. I was like, damn, well, you'll beat her.
but
And yeah,
yo, but on a serious note though, like, like when you got kids, only thing I care about is what's right. That's it. I think and I think that's where a lot of like relationships fail. Where you don't got that foundation of like, all right, when there's a problem, who like what are we resorting to as a form of guidance to trying to relieve this problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cause I could say with
but some
growing up with all I knew was my moms and my pops. And when my mom's finally dead, leave my pops, my stepdad, he was awesome. Like, and we ain't really have no conference. We always had family time. So we'll sit down. If somebody don't like something about somebody, or you know what I'm saying, if my step pops got a beef about something that's going on, we come together and resolve it together. You know,
Yeah,
it was
that's
it
a.
was more about communication versus just how a lot of they don't talk to the kids, they just whatever they say, whatever, and they go their separate ways, but nothing's being resolved. Then they
sometimes
still walk around the house with tension.
sometimes the parent get a little jealous that the kid is going to the step parent more than going to the actual parent. They get a little jealousy up in their little bone. Get the why my kid always coming to you? Why you don't sit down and talk to your kid? Oh, well, you
Exactly.
got a smart ass mouth. I was just answering your question with a question that's violent. If you don't sit there and talk with them, you know what I'm saying? Because you work 12-hour shifts, because most women love them. I love them 12-hour shifts. But,
Yeah,
you got to at
not
least,
me.
you
I
got
don't
to
love them.
do 12 hours there. You got to at least do 4 at the crib. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And plus, it's easy to listen to a kid because half time the kid don't even know what they want to talk about anyway. They just
Hmm.
they just want to rumble off at the mouth. It's okay, brrr, and hold your phone in your hand. Do one of these. You'll be all right. Nah, I get it. I understand. But yet again, you probably don't hear too many people explaining like her to where she like I'm sticking through it no matter what. To understand that once them kids do get grown and leave, like I still got to deal with you because if you're not here, I ain't getting. I gotta start all over. I'm too old to start all over.
Feel me?
Yeah, like right.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going through it now, starting all over. But the next one, I'm letting you know in the beginning. Check this out, for real. I
Yeah,
get
you
paid on
you
this
in it for
day.
the long haul.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I don't know
this is
where you
when I
think
get
you going.
I get paid on this day. Your bills need to be before this day. Hey, I don't like this. and
I
I'm
don't
a
got time.
podcaster,
You shouldn't even have to go through that. You feel me? I think
bro.
money should be the least problem as to why any relationship don't work out.
Then you be surprised because a lot
That
of
should be
times
the
that be the
last
issue.
reason why.
That be
It
the
should be.
issue.
That be the main issue a person to bring up
Yeah.
is
Come on,
finances.
man.
It's who's contributing more and what?
What are you talking about? Who contributed more? Come on, man.
Hey,
I don't
those
know.
those
Some of the pettiest arguments, some of the pettiest arguments, and I'm like, really?
you gotta
This what
understand
y'all
this
arguing
too.
about?
Breadwinners, it's different from breadwinners are and then dominant people that needs dominance in relationships. Me and you and a person, y'all two make good money together. Just because y'all are breadwinners, there's nobody trying to be dominant. When you got a male and a female that are breadwinners and are dominant, they're boss leading people, you're gonna have conflict. Then yes, it's gonna get back, it's gonna go down to the numbers.
Now, I've
Be-
had that because already I'm a strong, independent person, right? So uh, it's easy for a dude coming in to feel like, oh, well, she got it. Like, she doing everything, but I'm used to doing it by myself. So it's like, you know, but I don't be trying to be like that. Like, once you come in the picture, then okay, that's taking some of the slack off of me.
yeah,
But some
that's
guys
what
may
it's
feel a little
supposed to, but
intimidated.
then but the thing is, you won't show where the slack is at for a person too. Like, okay, I know you got this, and I don't know if a guy would do this, but most guys were like, all right, let me try to pick up this. No, I got it. You'd be like, you know what? Okay.
And this, and you know what the problem was with me and my ex? It was that I'm telling him, like, for one, you not used to paying bills and stuff. So I be having my stuff already set out. I got my whole little notebook with all my little stuff that gotta be paid, when it gotta be paid. So I'm putting him like, look, this what we gotta do, this, that. He's more of a frivolous like spender. He just wanna spend. And I'm like, yo, we don't got it right now. Like, wait, this gotta be paid first. Then we could go splurging. So I guess it's too like the type of
It's the opposite
structure
because
you got.
yeah, because my last girlfriend, she loved it. I took the kids to school. Oh, I ain't got to get up early in the morning, take my kids to school. I get a couple more hours. Yeah, you ain't got to get up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already up. I'm up here, especially at this time. Because that time, that's when I first started burning lights. So why, boy, I don't sleep. I need 4 hours. I'm up plotting, pinky in the brain up in this on me,
No, you didn't say pinky in the brain.
on me.
That's my shit right there.
I told you, man, we gonna have to make a list and see how much common. Every time I say something, you be like that,
Yo,
like
every
that.
time I used to get ready to go out with my home guy, I'll be like, how we gonna take over the world today? That's my shit right there.
That's funny. All right, y'all. This is my last little image because I think this is very alarming. So oh yeah, I definitely want to show this. We're gonna go out with a bang. So this is an LA immigrant riot leads to clashing arrests. And this was 4 hours ago. So this happened today. This was recent. This was
Oh
now.
wow.
Yeah. Only here on the Burn Live show, but we got that exclusive.
News at this hour, multiple simultaneous federal raids happening involving Homeland Security, leading to clashes in downtown LA. Stu Mundell live up in Skyfox to tell us all about it. Stu?
Hey, Sandra, this is going to be one of two locations, or actually three locations, that Skyfox has been over this afternoon. This one seems to be the most active. Now, this is going to be in the downtown Los Angeles area near the corner of 15th and Santa Fe. This is the Ambience headquarters. And that is one of the other places that they were targeting in downtown. The showroom, actually in the downtown area off of 15th and Town, but they've also been hitting up the Home Depots, at least two of them, in the Los Angeles area as well. I can tell you, since Skyfox has been here, they've been put at least 5 people inside that van that you see right there. Now, it has definitely gotten a lot more tense out here in the last couple of minutes, and LAPD has arrived as well. Usually, LAPD stays away from any of these type of raids, but in this case, it is crowd control is why they're here and what's going on. Moments before we went live, there was a large crowd in front of this gate right here. They opened that gate up to allow a van that looks like the one that's in there in as to possibly to take away some other people, or even maybe some of their own FBI and other agents that are in that area, because there is a number of them, meaning probably about 20.
I just want to go back because, oh girl, that officer lady was handling her business. She was handling her business, bro. I'm sorry, dog. She's
here and what's going on. Moments before we went live.
Her right here. That's a whole female. I thought it was a male at first, but that's a whole female, boy. She about that life. She's about that life.
There was a large crowd in front of this gate right here. They opened that gate up to allow a van that looks like the one that's in there in as to possibly to take away some other people, or even maybe some of their own FBI and other agents that are in that area, because there is a number of them, meaning probably about 20 or more.
Did that big ass dude just push a whole crowd?
Mm-hmm. Push like 2-3 people at the same time.
Boy, I would have.
And other agents that are in that area, because there is a number of them, meaning probably about 20 or more inside that fenced area. While that was going on, a large scuffle took place. People were trying to block the van. Agents came out and were actually physically fighting with some of those protesters, and one of them got tossed to the ground. That person taken into handcuffs later, but that was when the crowd really started to gang up on those agents. They brought them inside the store, inside this building, and that's the reason why the fire department is here. The fire.
Huh? Nobody said nothing. Everybody on mute. I need my double screen. I can't.
Department showed up basically for medical use, or to check out the injuries to that person they took into custody. Take a look at what's going on. LAPD, they've been arriving. They've been setting up a skirmish line out here, trying to keep the public away from that front gate. It does seem like whatever was happening inside this building in downtown is coming to a close. We've been watching agents coming out, getting into vehicles. They're lining up those vehicles near that front gate. So this might be coming to an end. Now we see some tape from another location. I'm not sure which one this is, but if this is the one in downtown, off of Town and 9th, this one was also very emotional. One of the folks that was looking at inside that window earlier on when we were there was crying and getting very, very emotional about what was going on. You can see they had multiple agencies here. Mm-hmm. It's not just Homeland Security. They can't use, or they will not use, LAPD to orchestrate these raids. So they have to lean on other agencies. That would be Homeland Security. That would be FBI.
You remember how it was? Remember how they used 900 different agencies to go inside the Diddy to raid that man? And I was like, hold the fuck up. That's a lot of fucking agencies just to go after one person. Damn. Like, did that come out of my taxpayer money? If I find out that came out of my taxpayer money, yes, I want Diddy locked up. I want Diddy locked up because of reasons which I want him locked up. I want him locked up because he cost me a lot of fucking money. So fuck. 900 agencies, the hell, nigga. I would have just called the damn rednecks in Arkansas. They would have gathered everything in 20 minutes. Damn. Boy, get them niggas some big wheel trucks. Boy, I need some fresh mudding trucks. Oh, we'll get Diddy. Sure will, buddy. Come here. Come here, Diddy. I know you like to use that baby oil. You're not gonna get me. I had pigs where I'm from. I used to rope hogs. The hell? LA, but I don't know if y'all been to LA, but LA is rioting with that little immigration problem. They got too many immigration problems, bro. They need to fix their stuff.
They right next to the border.
I'm next to the border. No, no, let me stop. Let me stop. I am not next to the border. Close enough.
Shoot,
But
they right there. You know what I mean? They right on the border. Like,
I'm gonna say this
who?
lightly,
Go ahead.
but what we see, what's going on with this type of um action right here
Mm-hmm.
is going on in the workforce in Nevada as we speak because they are everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, there are times where you be like, you're just not fully American. And you are making my job
Hard.
harder than the situation because you can't cover nothing. You can't do nothing. All you can do is stand in this one spot and say, enter. No, ma'am. Enter. No, ma'am. Enter. No. Like, no, I need you to be able to say something.
But
You know what I'm saying?
yo, what if that's the reason why, rent so high, but the pay is just so low? You know what I mean?
That is.
Because of the imbalance there is. You know what I mean? In the country. You got people willing to take those jobs. And it's like, nah, bro, that job ain't gonna get you no money. It ain't it may be better than that little hut that you came from, but you ain't
Bruh,
gonna live here,
bruh,
man.
bruh. When they talk about them little jobs that nobody want, it's somebody, and I don't mean to bring color into this because y'all know I hate the color debate, but I'm gonna keep it 100.
Uh-oh.
There is,
Uh-oh.
there is a you can any job out here you can find a little white boy or a little black boy running around that will be happily to do that job. Happy. Boy, you want to clean out my house? Boy, I'll give you $100. They don't even know what's in your house. And you said $100 they gonna do it. So you can't tell me that somebody's not gonna go do a job for $10 an hour, $9 an hour, $13 an hour to get a check. Stop playing with me. Like there is. Now, what you be mad is the turnover ratio that person may not stay at that job that long because they either trying to travel state to state, they probably got a drug addiction or the above. But the whole point is to find somebody to fill in that position. There are people out here. Sorry.
Or it's because they a little boy or a little girl, so till they get older, realize
Yet,
I ain't gonna pay the bills.
yet again, I I rather have the high ratio turnover of American people than some foreigner coming over here that's going to be here for the rest of their lives in my way because now that little black boy and that little white boy got to go on MD to go look for a job.
Okay. Amen.
But then, that little black boy and that little black girl gonna be like that little white boy he's overqualified, but he on MD too. So how he's overqualified? He on MD just like with you. Make that make sense? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And under the yeah, yeah. That's why Obama made it to where felonies can get jobs because so many companies were willing to pay a person under the table because it was cheaper labor.
And that shouldn't be, bro. We need like you like to. I think that's a scam in and of itself. Like cheap labor, bro. Why are you looking for cheap labor, bro? No, man. Like I get it to get the best out of your money, but when you think about how that affects not only the economy but also that individual who may need more but aren't gonna say they need more. That's like being in that Diddy situation, but in a whole nother theme. You know what I mean? Like a whole different thesis. It's not life or death, but it's like in a sense, is like it's kind of like life or death, but not necessarily life or death. Like,
I got a scenario for
but you need
y'all.
it. Go
I got a
ahead.
scenario. I got a scenario for you. You selling water on a corner. How much you selling it for?
How much am I selling that water for?
On a corner.
Depends how much I got it for.
It don't matter how much you selling it for.
Depends how
Right
much I
now.
got it for.
How much? Right now? How much you selling that your water on a corner for? Right now.
On the corner
Just
for?
yeah. Right
Uh,
now.
it depends on if for one, it depends on the water. Polar Spring, Fiji, what we talking about?
Oh
Come
my
on now.
god.
Hey,
Oh
look at
my
me, man.
god.
Come on, man. That's how I be thinking, man. Come on,
You
man.
are selling water on a corner. How much are you selling it for? Period.
Uh,
Just what's the number?
what's the number? Okay, $1.25. I'm just
Dollar
throwing the
twenty
number
five.
out. Throwing the
Right.
number out. Dollar
You
twenty
dollar
five.
25. I'm finna take that exact same water that you selling. I'm finna find that exact same corner that you at because you're popping with your water, and now I'm finna sell that exact same water for $1.50.
Okay. Good
Okay,
luck.
I'm selling mine for
and
$3. Ice cold. Ice still in it.
that's capitalism. That's
It
what a
is.
lot of
It is capitalism, but it's different when I'm the owner, and then when I'm hiring somebody that's supposed to be working for a certain wage, and then I'm gonna undercut that.
okay.
That's totally
That
different.
but that goes down to the trickle down effect that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Now that you selling your water for what you call it, and now that you built your company up, now you got an employee right here to sell the water for you. You ain't got to stand on the corner no more. You know what I'm saying? You at the crib in the AC, the water's still getting sold.
Yeah.
But that black lady earlier is trying to say just because you doing that, you need to be making sure her school kids and projects in her area where she live in get certified.
How do I respond? I
Yeah, how you
respond I respond in a way where I agree that school does and that area does need to be better. How can I help? I don't know if money gonna help that, but I think if you know somebody that was a part of that crime, how about we do some investigating?
so then you're gonna end up raising your $1.25 water to $3. See Marie finna raise her water to $6. And I'm gonna go ahead, be an asshole and throw, what, $9 a water.
But wait, now am I raising the wage too, or am I just raising the amount of water? Because what about that person that gotta live?
Hey, that's on you. I don't work there. I don't know about that person. I don't watch
And you
that person
gotta.
go home.
I think if anybody trying to go into business in America and they trying to hire people, they have to be able to pay these individuals an amount of money that's going to allow for them to survive.
I'm supposed to pay you enough money an hour to where I can multiply the benefits of whatever product that I am selling.
If not, listen, if you can't do that, you shouldn't hire multiple people. That's basically saying I'm taking care of all y'all. I'm gonna pay all y'all bills. That's what you're saying. If I want to sit back and chill, I gotta pay all y'all bills. Now, if you want to chill
So that's
out,
what. So is that what Walmart is basically saying? Only you work here, I got to make sure I'm paying y'all bills because I think
basically, yeah.
because I could have sworn Walmart only hires enough people to make sure that they make a profit. If they're not making a profit, they're not gonna hire nobody. Then that's where you get cuts, and they get to laying people off. So obviously, Walmart had to be making some type of profit.
That's a problem, though. They're trying to
How
make a profit and not trying to make a living for individuals. Like now, let's go back to Walmart being just mom and pops. You feel me? Now, take your behind back to mom and pops. It's just gonna be mom and pops in that shop. That's your dream. That's what you want to do. You ain't trying to take care of nobody. Don't hire nobody. Cause your life, whatever this business is in their hands. If you ain't trying to take care of nobody, don't try to hire nobody. Period. let somebody else open up another grocery store that may need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, save some room for some other people, bro.
He said, if you can't take care of no high, I might well get the adoption papers.
You
Can I
feel
get
me? Listen, but that's the thing, bro. Like, it, it's as harsh as it sounds, it makes too much sense. Like, bro, we should have a million businesses. Okay, cool. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, like pulling their own share. Like, if that's what you want to do, cool. That's what you want to do. But if you can't, but if you want to hire somebody, you got to be able to pay that person bills. Period. You got to, or there got to be some type of tax cuts or something that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, going into that. But yeah, you got to. But we ain't gonna talk about that because we got people that's in these positions right now that could be paying people more. But because they feel like they doing the company some justice, they gonna pay them $2 under. Come on, man. You think you saving them some money? Come on, man. Nah, bro. You not you rather save this company money than help a brother out that needs some money for his bills, and you got it within your budget. Come on, man. You tripping? Come on, man. You bugging out.
final words, y'all? Final words, final thoughts.
No final thought. No final thought.
Well, this has been a very interesting show. I'm glad y'all came through. Like I said, um, I'm probably gonna try to run one tomorrow. Definitely one Sunday because I'm off. I don't know how my schedule is going to look or what's going on with my schedule. But until further notice.
Team at.
Hey, you know what? I should have put in, you know what I'm saying, give them a heads up. You know, we all used to the 3 o'clock time, and I'm used to the 3 o'clock time too. And I do want to keep that. That's 100%. I want to keep the 3 o'clock and nine, whatever 3 o'clock time it is for y'all, because it's 3 o'clock for me. I know it's 6 over there and stuff like that. So I want to keep that going. Now, what we don't discuss Monday through whatever off on Sundays, because you know people, you know, I think that's one good day we should definitely have off is Sundays.
Sure, I would throw some times out there in the group chat and say like, yo, this is what I'm working with. What days y'all want to do, and then we could just go off it. And then, like, let's say a day come up where you can't do it, just be like, yo, today we not going on today, da 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 da. Or yo, who want to come on this day? I'm thinking about scheduling this day. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
don't matter.
Right on, right on. Also, for everybody that's watching, we will be having some shirts coming soon. We will be having some merch
Hey,
coming soon. Merch is coming real soon. Get ready for that. We also got some actual good topics and subjects coming soon to the show. Please hold on to me. Please keep watching. Um, I think I found somebody that's going to start making me flyers so I can start putting out flyers and things that are up and coming and events. I have found a way for me to do this show outdoors, at least for my location, do a couple of outdoor sessions in different locations, not all this indoors. So I do want to do a couple of outdoor sessions too. Until next time, it's been a very beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime that you're watching this. Until next time, have a good day. Peace.
peace.